once again, be one family. We got folk who are standing on business, and there's always a melanated other person trying to come in and correct us.
Is, for illegals. We're not gonna.
Some of y'all really don't know the real Black Panther Party, and that breaks my entire heart. So I'm going to educate you on it, and then you can make that decision. Fred Hampton Jr. was killed by the FBI in 1969 while he was sleeping. But he wasn't asleep. One bullet left the house, and 90 bullets rain inside of his building. If you look up what Fred Hampton Jr. did, you would know that Fred Hampton Jr. took the opportunity of bridging the disparity gap between all racial groups.
First off, it's hilarious. She does look like Keith David. She do. Second off, that's cool. That's what they were doing back then. And I like what Afro Lee said. He said they were supporting the immigrants as long as they were in their own country. Over there. Like you over there. Your place. Your homeland. Not over here eating up our resources. We support your struggle as long as you're fighting your oppressive government over there. Not helping our oppressive government fight us over here. Now be one family. Ain't nobody told these tethers not to play with our ancestors.
So y'all remember this girl right here? So y'all remember last year around Mardi Gras, the New Orleans people and the Zulu people from South Africa was going back and forth about the Zulu parade in New Orleans. And this content creator, her name is I Complain. She's South African apparently. She made a video pretending to be dressed up as a New Orleans enslaved person picking cotton. She had a big smile on her face. She proceeded to also make several videos after this. Even people was telling her it was disrespectful. She also made a comment about, she dressed up like she had a BBL and was talking about her new growth, and another comment about basically enslaved people defecating themselves and all like shitting on each other on their way here on the boat when they was chained up and stuff. So yeah, fast forward 2026, 1 year later, Mardi Gras in a week, and this same girl done unalived herself. And some South African people feel like the New Orleans people is not supposed to troll her. African Americans not supposed to troll her in general. When she came for a whole group of people, she didn't spare our ancestors. People saying to not talk about the dead. I understand that, but she didn't spare the dead when she was trolling our unalived enslaved ancestors. So listen, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just gonna say, be wary when you out here trolling people's ancestors, because that's a lot of ancestors that you trolling. And a lot of South Africans back then was saying that they spiritual warfare is more powerful than New Orleans voodoo, whatever the case may be. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying the ancestors did it, but y'all got to mind y'all manners when y'all on here talking about people's deceased ancestors before you be up there with them. And another thing, let me say this. I noticed that when you go to her page now, I guess her family or whoever then deleted everything off of her page, and people are trying to make it seem like she was just this great person on the internet. No, leave the videos up. Leave the videos up, because that's the legacy that she, she left for herself at the end of the day. So don't try to change the narrative now. And especially because people already have screen recordings of the multiple videos that she did. So it's pointless to try to delete it now. But anyways, kudos.
Now y'all know I had to show y'all the comments. You know what I'm saying? You slow it down. She got no more words with the head stuff. Oh. You can slow it down, be one family. Pause to read if you need to. This is why we delineated. That's true. Look whose ancestors don't play. Boom. The ancestors were listening. Yes, they were. May she rest in hell. Hey, look. 10 years ago, don't say that. That's not no. Oh, look, this is life and death. What we're doing right now is determining our livelihood, our children's livelihood. Don't ever feel bad about whatever. All right, people. Well, you gonna go hell. You gonna look. If making sure my great grandchildren are gonna be all right means I'm going to hell, well, fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. I don't see how that makes sense, but whatever. But yeah, look, I slowed it down. Read it. Be with family. The next call, I commented and said, "Look, hey man," I said, "Man, it's crazy," and I moved on to something else. I said, That's crazy." Okay, no, we not we're not the generation that feels like we gotta live on pins and needles to service everyone else who disrespects us. We understand that disrespect will no longer be tolerated. It should have never been tolerated. And this is the energy you get. Shout out to my sisters. Cause my sisters, y'all said that bit. Y'all said that bit. Now she's an ancestor. See how that worked? I liked it. I did. I'm petty. Look, this the energy we on. If you want to know, this is TikTok, and so if you want to know platform, threads, TikTok, IG, Facebook, I'm gonna bring it to you. We bringing it here, so you can see that across platforms around this planet, around this planet, you know what's going on. And the center of it, the core of it, which is us, we're not playing it no more. Be one.